And going away from the pole will be the 31 of Austin Smith. Alongside of him will be the 11 of Justin Burns from Lafargeville. Row number 2 from Stone Mills, it's Steve Smith, and the 16, 52, Justin McIntyre from Gouverneur. Row number 3, Jared Gilson from Carthage, the 22J, and the 100 of Chuck Monica from Watertown. Joe Orvis, the current point leader in the 11A, with the 46 of William Sherman from Canton. Final row back there in the number 60, that is Francis White. 9 cars were scheduled to go. We see 8 on the racetrack right now. So it will be Austin Smith and Justin Burns on the front row. 6 laps is the issue. Green lights are on and we're underway. Into turn number 1 and 2, it is Austin Smith with the lead as the battle is on for second. Burns has it. McIntyre trying to take it away and does so with ease. Chuck Monica right there in his tire tracks trying to stay with him. As we look to the back portion of the field, Francis White is already up from position number 8. He's picked off a couple of cars already as we complete lap number 1. Austin Smith with a race lead. McIntyre right there for second, but Chuck Monica right there with him to challenge up off of turn number 2. Steve Smith, Justin Burns, they're after one another for 4th and 5th. Francis White sneaks around that high lane, and Francis White into the top 5 for the first time tonight. Up off of turn number 4 and across the line this time by. We have 2 laps in the books, and Austin Smith with the race lead, but Justin McIntyre, Chuck Monica, and Steve Smith are right there with him. A good 4-car battle for the lead. Throw Francis White into the mix, and now Justin Burns back into the mix as well. 6 cars right there. They could all win this one. Austin Smith with the race lead. McIntyre and Monica dicing it up for second and third. Here comes Steve Smith into the act now as the 60 of Francis White trying to find the way by up on the high lane as they click off lap number 3. We are halfway home. Justin McIntyre to the bottom. Austin Smith will keep the lead, though, as he likes that outside lane. That's where his car is at its best. Chuck Monica is just going to try to thread the needle through the middle. We're 3 wide down the back straightaway for the race lead. This is just a qualifying heat race, but Austin Smith will have no part of it. Takes over the lead once again in turn number 3 and 4. Monica right through the middle of the racetrack, and Chuck Monica will pick up the lead as they work it across the line with 2 laps left to go. Austin Smith looks like he's got a pretty quick race car, at least in the straightaways. The handling might be going away in the corners a little bit as Steve Smith tries to pick up second. McIntyre back there in 4th. And Francis White, big plume of smoke sends Burns off the back straightaway. And Francis White up and over on the backstretch. And Justin Burns makes some contact. We got a little bit of fire up underneath the 60 of White. Red flag is out. Red flag is on the racetrack. Safety crews making their way over to the accident scene on the back straightaway. Francis White, he got loose over there as believe looks like either the motor expired on the race car or something happened, and looks like that fire has extinguished itself a little bit. But track crews, safety crews on the scene over there, trying to get Francis out of the car. Fire crews on the scene to help extinguish the flames. We'll get a report on Francis White's condition over there. Four laps are complete in this first of 2 heats. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the back straightaway, we've been told that Francis White is out of the car and is okay. We can see him over here just at the back part of the fire truck over there, and you can see him there on Dirt Track Digest just taking the helmet off. But Francis White is okay, and kind of a scary deal over there in the backstretch. I know it looked like a slow rollover, but and those of you watching on Dirt Track Digest, we have a replay of it here as we see the battle here between Austin and Steve Smith with Justin McIntyre. They were battling for second, third, and fourth. And as our camera pans back, the smoke billows from the 60 and up over on his roof. The 11 of Justin Burns spun to avoid, actually got into the fluid that was dropped over there by the white number 60. And fire has been extinguished. Francis White out of the car, and he'll get checked out. Looks like he's doing okay over there, though, and that's the main thing. So 4 laps are complete. 2 more to go. This first of 2 heats for the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thundercar Division.
White logo out there. The white logo out there. Walking down the track.
Francis White, a couple of starts here with us in 2022, has had not much success so far to start the year, and this night's not starting off any better, but hopefully things will turn around for Francis. He's always a strong runner no matter where he goes, whether he runs here at Can-Am or whether we catch him on an off night at the Mohawk International Raceway. He's always fast, has won races at both facilities, but we'll get the race car turned over there on the back stretch, and we'll get the heat race back underway. 2 laps do remain.
It looks like we stopped. They called him and said, off the back stretch.
Yeah.
He didn't listen.
So checking out the remainder of our schedule here in 2022. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon we do have karting action that will be taking place here at Can-Am just behind us. If you're looking for something to do on a Saturday afternoon, you can head over to Kart Track just behind us. 10 classes of racing will be taking place. Full show scheduled to go tomorrow. If you're looking to keep the stock car action going, we got a big show over at the Brockville Speedway. It's Saturday night. It'll be the first leg of the Dirt Car Sportsman at North Region for Canada. As 4 races between Brockville and Autodrome Drummond will be taking place. And part of the North Region, which also involves Mohawk International Raceway, Airborne Park Speedway. By the way, the Airborne Park Speedway show that was supposed to be run earlier this year but was called off due to poor track conditions is going to be run on June 15th. That is a Wednesday night show. So if you're planning to head to Airborne for that event, that is a Wednesday night show that has been rescheduled. Also, there was other rainouts that happened with the Dirt Car Sportsman Series. The East Region, which was scheduled at Barridge in Vermont, they were also rescheduled to July the 30th. We did get one Dirt Car Sportsman Series race in. That was the West Region Canada race at Merrittville Speedway. Brad Rouse picked up the victory. His 17th career series win. Yeah, shocking, isn't it, Paul? Western Series Tour race, and Brad Rouse picks up the victory. By the way, that victory put him atop the all-time series win leaderboard with 17 career wins, surpassing the great Steve Hall here at Can-Am. That record held for almost 20 years. Actually, 22 years, Brian Haggerty, if I think back about it. Steve Hall, of course, a 6-time track champion here in the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman Division, and a 3-time Dirt Car Sportsman Series champion. But the North Region Canadian Series for Dirt Car Sportsman will be at Brockville tomorrow, and that'll be the first leg of the Ogilvy's Auto and Fleet Triple Crown Series for our Dirt Car 358 Modified and Sportsman. Former track champion here, Ryan Arbuthnot, and defending Sportsman Series champion Jessica Power will look to defend their championships and kick it off in fine style with wins tomorrow night at the Boss. But as I mentioned, if you're looking to go for some karting action, we'll have that for you tomorrow afternoon right behind the main grandstands here. Get here early and get yourself a good seat. Spectator admission is free as always. So track crews trying to get the Francis White number 60 off the speedway. If you're just joining us here, we are under red in the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thundercar division for heat race number 1. Francis White, I believe either let go a water hose or something let go on the car, because smoke immediately came out of the car, and so did some fluid, and he got into that, got out of shape on the backstretch, and took a slow roll over there in just the midpoint of the backstretch. A little bit of fire came out, but Francis was able to get out of the car under his own power and walk away, and he is doing just fine from what we were told by track crews. Heat race number 2 will be coming up shortly. We do have 2 laps left in heat race number 1 here. Our final heat races of the evening here at the Can-Am Speedway. Glad you could join us here on a beautiful Friday night for racing. As
That's how far we can land on the race through other cars anyways.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Of course, coming up next week here at the Can-Am Speedway, Friday, June the 17th, Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 Modifieds will be on hand, along with the Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. The Fabco Dirt Car Pro Stocks will be back in action for their 3rd appearance of 2022. Panther Framework 602 Crate Sprint Cars, along with the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Stocks, and the Doneth Motorworks Limited Sportsman. What a loaded program that is going to be. 7 o'clock start as always, and that leads right into the end of the month on June the 29th. June 29th, keep that in mind, that is a Wednesday night show here on June 29th. The annual PAP Shootout for the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, brought to you by Whitesboro Plow Shop. They'll be on hand. Lucas Oil Empire Super Sprints will be on hand with us as well, along with the Dirt Car Sportsman Central Series regional event. That will be the kickoff to that region here on June 29th. Looking forward to that. A lot of big names are set to chase the Central region for their regional points towards the Dirt Car Sportsman Championship. So a lot of big names will be on hand to challenge our defending track champion Tyler Corcoran and current point leader Dave Rogers, Jessica Power, and a host of others here at Can-Am on Wednesday, June 29th. Once again, that is the PAPS Shootout here at Can-Am. So we got the field back under caution with the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars, and it is Chuck Monica, the race leader. Austin Smith holds second, the 31. Steve Smith third in the 16. Followed by Justin McIntyre in the 52J, the 22 of Jared Gilson from Carthage, and the 46, new car for us here this week, William Sherman out of Canton, New York, making his way down the front straightaway. I'm going to take a few laps to get these drivers working in that fluid that was laid down by the 60 of Francis White after his motor expired over there in turn number 2, and laid down a whole bunch of liquid down off of turn number 2 and about midway down the back straightaway. Once again, concession stands are wide open behind the main grandstand area. If you have not yet done so already, the Miss TI, Miss Adirondack Scholarship Organization down here selling 50-50 tickets. Remember, the more that play, the bigger it pays. It only costs $1. Give our girls a holler and they'll set you up with as many tickets as you can handle. Buy early and buy often. And again, a big congratulations. Great job down there trackside with our national anthems at opening ceremonies with Dara Oliver, who took us through opening ceremonies, did a great job down there, and she's walking around selling 50-50 tickets as well with the Miss TI, Miss Adirondack Scholarship Organization. Glad to have them on board with us, and they do a great job each week selling 50-50 tickets here at the Speedway. Of course, we mentioned the final program on Wednesday, June 29th. July 1st, we will be off that week. So once again, July the 1st, there is no racing here at Can-Am. Of course, that is a Friday night, but we will be off. Wanted to also make a mention, too, that next week, June 17th, that'll be our final regular Friday night program, as we will not be racing here on June 24th due to the graduation coming up at Lafargeville Central School, and everybody else at every area school that is graduating this year, congratulations to you. I know there's just a few days left. I know they seem like they're lengthy and they take forever, but hang in there, get through it, and you'll be able to go racing anytime you want here on a Friday night at K&M or a Saturday for the kart racing as well.
You noticed that, didn't you? Must be skimming all that oil off the track.
You can see it too down in.
Hopefully everybody on Dirt Track Digest TV is having a good time too. Those of you at home, give a wave. They're waving back, I can tell.
Now there's a rainbow way out there. Straight out on the in the middle.
Well, we know it's not going to, nothing's going to happen with Mother Nature tonight because there is a bit of a rainbow over there just off the back straightaway. Yeah, it is too. Right over there in the mid portion of the backstretch, right where the light pole is, right in the middle.
Straight across.
There we go. We picked it up. How about that, Dirt Track Digest TV? Get a good look at that. Paul Small's up here singing. The voice of the Fulton Speedway, by the way. Not the singing voice of the Fulton Speedway, no. We're gonna get Mike LeClaire to sing the national anthem next week. No, not even close, huh? No. All right. Well, we tried. Maybe get my brother to do it. How about my cousin? No, he doesn't want to do it either. No.
You gotta touch the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like he's doing it too.
So taking a little extra time to get that fluid cleanup on the back straight away, and we will we'll get this heat race back underway. We had just briefly mentioned the Fulton Speedway. Those of you who've been following along with what's going on over there, it's been the Tim Sears Charity Classic over there in the High Banks. As nobody has beat them. Well, with the exception of the Dirt Car 358 show, which Billy Decker pretty much had his way with the field in, it has been Tim Sears Jr. all week, every week. 5 in a row now, Paul. $300 bounty. So if you're looking to beat Tim Sears Jr. tomorrow, go on up, get yourself modified together, and go to Fulton and try to win. Good luck. I dare you. So all the field will be chasing Mr. Sears tomorrow at Fulton Speedway. I'll be over at Brockville, taking in the action there.
Doesn't look it. Right behind the car there, or truck, it's awful shiny right in there.
I think he's putting dirt on it so that he can smear the dirt. Yeah. Instead of shovel. He's been doing that for a while.
Also, if you haven't heard the news already, of course, we have a new racing show on YouTube called In the Dirt, which I got selected to be the host for that, by the way. And you can see that on YouTube. There's a weekly show that gets posted usually on a Wednesday. And we look forward to seeing what kind of results we can get this week. And we usually have a couple of driver interviews that we do each and every week as well. Once again, that's In the Dirt with yours truly on YouTube. Like and subscribe and share it. Thank you very much, Paul. It's a very family-friendly show that we do there. In spite of, yes, that's right. In spite of its name, In the Dirt, it is a family-friendly show. And we got I see a true die-hard race fan who's got a vintage Kenny Brightbill shirt on down here on the front straightaway. It's the greatest shirt on the planet right there. He had some giant hands, didn't he? Kenny Brightbill, the winningest driver in Reading Speedway history. 134 career wins he had there before the place turned into a mall. Kenny's still hanging around, not racing too much anymore, but good to see he is still well recognized in the Northeast. Kenny ran here back in, I believe in 1989 with the Super Dirt Car Series, drove for Billy Taylor that day. So we still go to work on the back straightaway. Apparently it's a little bit more than just fluid that they put down over on the back stretch. They're really trying to get that worked in over there. It's kind of in a precarious spot coming off the turn when the drivers are really getting on the fuel and they don't want to have another incident happen over there. So taking a little extra time. Feature action coming up a little later on here this evening. Of course, I want to thank Bob Johnson Auto Group for being on hand as title sponsor for the night. Order of features this evening, we'll have the Donalds Motorworks Limited Sportsman. They'll go 12 laps this evening. Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirt Car 358 Modified for 25. Bob Johnson Auto Group Dirt Car Sportsman. They'll go 20 laps tonight. Panther Framework 602 Crate Sprint Cars. They will go 15 laps in distance this evening, and the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Cars will close the night out for 15 laps. So lots of racing action still to come. If you have not yet checked out the concession stands, please do so at any time. They got lots of good stuff down there. Of course, your favorite Pepsi-Cola products are available. If you're looking for some novelties, such as some T-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies and whatever else we got Can-Am Speedway related, we have it down there behind the main grandstand at the novelty stand, just at right at the front gate. As you make your way into the front gate, it would be on your right, but if you're in the Speedway now, it would be on your left. And if you're looking for something frosty to drink after a long, hard week at work, you can check out the beer booth, which is located at the front gate as well. If you're 21 years of age or older, please take the opportunity and head over there and get yourself a good frosty beverage. And if you have plans on having a couple extra tonight, we don't want you to be driving home, so please find a safe way to get back to where you live. If you don't have one of those, we can certainly provide that for you and make that happen. We want to see you back here next week. Full program next week, 6 big classes of racing. That's going to be great with the Fabco Dirt Car Pro Stocks returning for their 3rd race of the year. Bruno Richard has been on a tear here as of late, picking up a win here. He also has a couple of wins at Mohawk. He's also picked up 2 wins at Cornwall Speedway this year. A lot of drivers will be chasing Bruno Richard as he continues to run wild in 2022, winning a lot of features already. As the drivers still continue to work through that fluid over there, we will be getting ready to go back under green in just a moment. Coming up after this, we'll have the second of 2 heats in the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thunder Car Division. They are lined up in the staging area, ready to go. Well, we talked a little bit about what's on the line for Tim Sears Jr. tomorrow night at the Fulton Speedway. Just checking out some of the results from the area. Brewerton Speedway, Tim Sears Jr. picked up one of the big block modified heat wins. So did Ben Bushaw and Tom Sears. So those 2 drivers there, those 3 drivers I should say, picking up heat wins tonight at Brewerton. One lap left to go. White flag is on the racetrack. We are going to go back to green here in just a moment. And of course, I got to send a special shout out to a longtime friend of mine. She is currently watching DirtTrackDigest.tv. She's having a blast. She's going to be a grandmother here again. Kimmy Jock is watching at home in Hogansburg. Hi, Kimmy. Glad you're having fun enjoying the broadcast. We have a lot of fun bringing it to you. Chuck Monica is looking to win this one. He's got the lead. Austin Smith second. Steve Smith third. Justin McIntyre fourth. Jared Gilson now fifth. And completing your field is William Sherman in the number 46. Green light set to come back on. Ready for green. Up off of turn number 4. Green lights are back on and away we go. So after a bit of a delay, it did not slow Chuck Monica down. He pulls away from Austin Smith and Steve Smith as they're going to continue their 3-car battle with Justin McIntyre involved as well. Down the back straightaway, Monica in control. Into turn number 3 and 4, Austin Smith with the second spot. Steve Smith there for third. McIntyre is fourth. Gilson completes the top 5. White flag in the air for Chuck Monica. Final trip around the Can-Am Speedway for Monica as he heads up into turns 1 and 2 with the advantage. About 3 car lengths is the spread between Monica and the battle for second. Austin Smith has pulled away just a little bit now. Steve Smith and Justin McIntyre dicing it up for third and fourth. In the meantime, checkered flag is out, checkered flag waving, and Chuck Monica will bring it down across the line, and he'll grab the win in heat race number 1. For the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thundercar Division, followed by Austin Smith, crossing in position number 2, and then it's Justin McIntyre, Steve Smith, Jared Gilson, and William Sherman in that order. So that does it. Heat race number 1 is in the books. Heat race number 2 about ready to roll trackside. So white flag will be displayed. We're going to go green next time by. It will be Robert Flint in the 52 along with the 94 of O.J. White. Row number 2, it's the X of Travis Berkman with the 111J of Anthony St. Mary. Gerald Rogers in the 5 along with the 14D of Scott Duffney. Justin Pope in the number 27. Alongside of him slated to go is the 11 of Joe Orvis. Timmy Greenfield in car number 73T out of Dexter, New York will complete your field. So 6 laps is the distance. We are back to green.
Buddy's out front.
So a little shake-up in the lineup. That's 61, which was the number 5. That is Jerry Rogers out of Plessis in the number 61 as the field works their way through turns 3 and 4. O.J. White, the race leader, slows a bit in turn number 4. Opens the door for Anthony St. Mary Jr. to take over the lead. St. Mary with the lead at lap number 1. Travis Berkman gets by for position number 2. O.J. White there for third. Justin Pope, who has won the last 2 weeks out here in the number 27, holds on to position number 4. 52 of Robert Flint, battling with Joe Orvis, our current point leader in this division. A win and 2 second-place finishes. Not a bad start to the season as we click off lap number 2. Anthony St. Mary there in the lead. Here comes O.J. White back around that outside lane looking for second. He won't get it done this time. In the meantime, though, Joe Orvis continues to charge forward. He gets around Pope for the number 4 spot. Justin Pope with a problem. He's going to pull it straight to pit road. And the man who's won the last 2 features here at Can-Am slows with a problem. He is headed pit side as we work in lap number 3. 3 laps are down. Anthony St. Mary Jr. with the race lead. Travis Berkman trying to run him down. Joe Orvis has charged from the tail of the field. He's up to third as Jock Simons in the number 9 holding on to position number 4 with O.J. White. He is backslid through the field now. He's back to 5th. Up off of turn number 4. 2 laps left to go, and the battle for the lead is heating up now as Berkman in that high lane. Anthony St. Mary Jr. to the bottom as they work in lap number 4 with 2 laps to go. 3 drivers right together as Joe Orbis starts to close the gap. Orbis closing in on the top 2 drivers as behind them Jock Simons holds on to 4th with White in 5th. Off of turn number 4, white flag is in the air. One more trip around. This race is far from over. Anthony St. Mary Jr. has it as behind the field O.J. White loops it around and parks it right there in the racing groove in turn number 4. Yellow lights are on with 1 lap left to decide this one. Once again, Miss Adirondack, Miss Thousand Islands Scholarship Organization down here selling 50/50 tickets. Get them now. Get them anytime. More of the play, the bigger it pays. They do a great job here each and every Friday night. We've had a lot of big jackpots this year and looking for another one here tonight. Once again, if you're just getting to the Speedway, we welcome you here to Can-Am. I'm Tim Baltz. Glad you could join us here. Bob Johnson Auto Group on hand with us here tonight. We're watching heat race number 2 for the Marcia Gibbons TLC Real Estate Thundercar Division. Those of you watching live on Dirt Track Digest, if you're just joining us, welcome. Glad you could be here tonight. Had a bit of a delay in heat race number 1. Francis White went upside down after losing a motor over in turn number 2. Francis did get out of the car and was okay. And we are working lap number 5 of 6 in this final heat of the evening. Feature action will be coming up a little while later as first feature of the night will feature the Donath Motorworks Limited Sportsman. Basically the same rundown as the qualifying heat races and the hot lap sessions tonight. 1 lap to decide it. Anthony St. Mary Jr., the race leader. Travis Berkman, the X-Ride, holds on to 2nd. Joe Orbis, our current division point leader, holds on to 3rd. Jock Simons is 4th. 52, Robert Flint completes the top 5. White and green out together. We'll see how this one ends up. Anthony St. Mary Jr. takes the lead one more time. Berkman there for 2nd. Joe Orbis there for 3rd. Watch for Simons as he closes the gap in position number 4. Timothy Greenfield now occupies 5th as they hit the back straightaway. Orbis looking to get the 2 spot away into turn number 3 and 4. St. Mary's got that car glued to the bottom of the racetrack. He says, if you're going to go by me, you're going to have to go by on the high side. Here comes Berkman to the line. St. Mary gets the victory. And I think Joe Orbis at the line will get 2nd over Berkman. Simons will get 4th and Green.